Hi, I'm Richard Taylor in Sabaneta on the north coast of the Dominican Republic. We're with Journey into Hope. We're a charitable, non-profit foundation trying to improve the health and living conditions of the people here. I spent a lot of the last 25 years of my life being a translator for medical missions and working with doctors all over South America, northern South America especially. And then I landed in Sabaneta in 2004 for the first time and was amazed at the level of poverty among the Haitian refugees here. They were by far the poorest people that I have seen in a long, long time. The need was so glaringly obvious that I just couldn't turn away from that. So I've been here ever since, pretty much, trying to raise the awareness of the needs here and help out when we can. In 2006, we bought a piece of property, 650 square meters, and started building some houses for people that were living in the mud and the dirt. And every time it rained, everything in their houses would get wet. They were just real tin and cardboard shacks, really. And we were giving away medicine as a medical mission, but as long as people are living in the mud and the dirt, nobody's going to be well for very long, no matter what kind of medicine they're taking. And so we built houses with concrete floors and with bathrooms and septic tanks and water filters, 800 square feet, 2 bedrooms and a bathroom and a kitchen and a living room. To the people that are living there, they're huge and they're dry and they're hurricane proof and they're pretty low maintenance. We have probably right now 26 or 27 people living in our 3 houses. In 2007, we purchased some adjoining property and built a soup kitchen where we try to feed about 50 kids every day, at least lunch of rice and beans and chicken if we have chicken on the menu, depending on our budget at the moment. It costs about 85 cents a meal to feed a kid here, and we do that constantly. It's a huge economic effort. It's an effort of a lot of churches and a lot of people that care about starving people. We're grateful that we've been able to do that. In 2008, we started building a clinic. At the moment, we are suspended for lack of funds. In March of 2012, we had a group of doctors, mostly from Pennsylvania, that came just for one day. And they saw 100 patients. It cost about $20,000 a year to support this clinic. I can't overstate how big the need to have a clinic is. We see about 350 patients a month. Everything from diabetes to high blood pressure, malnutrition, pneumonia, heart disease. There's just a myriad of problems going on in the neighborhood that don't otherwise get medical attention. The reason we built the clinic in the first place was because there's no real Haitian clinic here, and our Haitian neighbors can go to the government clinic here, but nobody speaks Creole to them, and so the communication breaks down, so the medical care suffers as a result of that. And then 2009 and 10, we built a church. All of these places that we built have become real community centers. They're full of activity, and I think just by default, really, because there was no place else for a large Haitian population to meet. The soup kitchen is full of kids doing a whole lot of different things. We have classes there, we have singing classes there. The pastor of the church has GED classes there. He teaches basic literacy, basic Creole, basic French. He was a math teacher before he was a pastor. He teaches basic math classes. That's become a big deal in our neighborhood. People have a place to go and learn. The church is a hugely busy place. There's always something going on in the church. A large part of what we do here is we try to keep kids in school as long as we possibly can. Every August we buy a lot of school uniforms for kids because theoretically there's free public education in the Dominican Republic, but you can't go unless you have a uniform, which includes shirt, pants, book bag, and shoes, and a belt. So we buy a lot of those every school year to try to keep kids in school. At the moment, we're supporting about 30 kids in the neighborhood at one level or another to pay tuition or just help with a uniform or pay university students tuition and books. Also, we're trying to support some medical students. The real need here is to have more doctors in the Dominican Republic, especially among the Haitian population. If we can train more doctors, they'll return to our community and serve our people. I hope we can continue to do that over the long haul.